morning, good afternoon, good evening, whether you're watching this one. These are my Emirates FA Cup third round predictions for a couple of weeks' time for the start of the FA Cup. Obviously, it is quite early, but I do expect these videos are done with. So the third round draw has been made, and these are my predictions for the third round. Sheffield United versus Cardiff. This is an old Championship match. They will know a lot about each other. But I think Sheffield United will win that 2-0. I think they're the better team at the moment this season, and they're flying high at the top of the Championship under Chris Wilder. This probably wasn't a surprise, but to be fair, I thought they would drop off, to be fair, but fair play to them. Everton versus Peterborough. I tell you what, I think Peterborough have a chance, because I think Everton are trash, honestly. I think Everton are absolute trash, and yes, it's the Merseyside derby. They end up turning up for that, don't they? And Everton, for me, they should win this game though, just with the difference in needs, the difference in quality between Premier League and League One. But I'm going to go for the tough offset. I'm going to go for Peterborough to win on penalties against Everton. I think there'll be goals in the game, but I think Peterborough will knock Everton out on penalties, in my opinion. So I'm going to go for the offset in that one. Fulham versus Watford, London derby, but I think Fulham will fancy their chances in their FA Cup. I think Marco Silva should be targeting the FA Cup, in my opinion, to do and have a good one. In a good stead at the moment, Fulham. Watford are hot and cold, aren't they, this season? But I think Fulham will win 3-1 against Watford. League One Wickham against Championship side Portsmouth. I don't think the League One side to get a 2-0 win over Portsmouth. I think Portsmouth could look at it. They could go back down, personally, back to League One. And Wickham, what phase is Matt Bloomfield in? What phase is he in? Trying at the top of League One. And I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Wickham over Portsmouth, but I think Portsmouth might take it more seriously than Wickham, potentially, because Wickham got bitter fists to fly. Aston Villa versus West Ham, I think that's not goals in it, this tough tie, and we don't know if Tune Lopetegui will be in charge by then. He could well be sacked by West Ham, who knows. But again, I fancy Aston Villa to say Unai Emery's a knockout manager, isn't he? Unai Emery does well in the knockout tournaments, so I expect Aston Villa to win the game, and I think it'll be a duel fest. I'm going for a 4-2 win for Aston Villa. Burnham versus Yinton, an old League One chance, could go either way. Burnham are slightly the better team, short. I've done for Burnham to win 2-1. Crystal City against Wolves. Gary O'Neill used to play for Crystal City, I'm pretty sure about that, correct me if I'm wrong, but again, we don't know if Gary O'Neill's going to be in charge of Wolves by then, but I would expect Wolves to just edge that game. That's Crystal City 2-1. Middlesbrough versus Blackburn. Again, it's a good game, that one. Very good game. Both sides will know each other. John Eustace and Michael Carrick, both in the Championship with these sides. Could go either way, but I've done for Middlesbrough just to edge it 2-1 against Blackburn. Liverpool versus League 2, Athens and Stanley. Obviously, I'll be doing a match preview for that, but I expect Liverpool to be far too much for Athens and Stanley and to do a job on Athens and Stanley, in my opinion. So I've done for 5-0 in that game. No matter what lineup we put out, I expect them to win by that storyline. Bournemouth versus West Brom. I've done for Bournemouth to win 2-0 against West Brom. I think it'll be a tight game, but I think Bournemouth will just have too much in the end. Brentford versus Plymouth. Easy win for Brentford. Easy win for Brentford. Rooney did start well, didn't he? At Plymouth, did start well, but now he just kind of fell off for him at Plymouth at the time I'm recording it. I think Brentford far too much for Plymouth. Done for 4-1 win for Brentford. Chelsea versus Morecambe. Morecambe struggling at the bottom, League 2. Chelsea smashed Barrow, didn't they, in the Carabao Cup. I expect the same here again. I think they'll smash Morecambe. Could be any score for Chelsea. It's all about how many they want to score. And it's all about how many goals can Morecambe keep out, in my opinion. Exeter versus Oxford. I've done for the League 1 side to knock out the Chelsea side here. Done for Exeter to win 2-1 against Oxford. Exeter versus TPR. I think Ruth van Nistelrooy's style player at Exeter will be far too much for TPR. I've been done for a 4-1 win for Exeter. Norwich versus Brighton. I think Brighton will just be too much in the end for Norwich. I'm done for a 3-1 win for Brighton. But then, could go either way that game, to be fair. Nottingham Forest versus Luton. Luton slowly turn it around under Rob Edwards after a bad start to the season. But yeah, then I think Nottingham Forest should win this game against Luton, in my opinion. If this was at Luton's ground, then yeah, it might be a tougher prospect. But I guess you don't fancy Forest at home against Luton. Done for 3-1 win for Forest. Preston versus Charlton. I done for Preston to edge Nathan Jones out 2-1. Nathan Jones side out 2-1. Reading versus Burnley. Again, I think that'll be a tight game. But I done for Burnley to win 2-1 at Reading. Sunderland versus Stoke. I think Sunderland will be far too much for Stoke in the end. Done for 3-1 win for Sunderland. Leeds versus Howard. If this was at Howard, I think it'll be a tougher game for Leeds. But Howard can be a bit of an ugly team, but I think Leeds will be far too much for Howard. Manchester City, then Salford. We don't need to go any further on that. I think Man City absolutely do a job in Salford. Difference between Premier League and League 2. Obviously, the class of 92 jumping on the bounty castle about getting Man City away. Well, I'm sure Salford got plenty of revenue and plenty of money, so I don't think they actually need it. But yeah, 5-0 win for Man City in that one. Coventry versus Sheffield Wednesday. Again, could go either way that game, but I don't for Coventry to win 2-1. Under Frank Lampard. Northern versus Derby. I don't for the League 1 side to knock out the Championship side here. Don't forget Northern to win 1-0 against Derby. Could go either way that game, but I think Northern will snatch it, in my opinion. Mansfield versus Wigan. Again, could go either way. But I think Mansfield are just a better team. So I've done for a 1-0 win for Mansfield. Hull versus Doncaster. I think the U2 side will give it a good door, but I expect Hull to win that game and move themselves 2-1. Tamworth versus Tottenham. I think Tamworth can get a goal or even 2 goals against Tottenham. The way Tottenham defend is absolutely shambles. So, and also, if I'm Tamworth, your style should be run throw-ins and set pieces. That's where you can hurt Tottenham, in my opinion. But I expect Tottenham's attack and Tottenham's, the difference in quality between National League and Premier League, you expect Tottenham to be far too much for Tamworth, in my opinion. So I think Tottenham will get a lot of goals at Tamworth, but I think Tamworth can definitely get at least 2 if they play the right way, with the set pieces and non-throw-ins as well. And we don't know, we just never know in the FA Cup. If Tottenham are not up for it, we may see an upset. So I think Tottenham will win 5-2 against Tamworth. Arsenal versus Manchester United. So at least one big club's already gone out of the FA Cup. I think it's going to be the same as the league game for me. I think Arsenal will be far too much in the end. Could easily win 3-0 Arsenal, but I think Arsenal will win 2-0 against Manchester United. Be the same as the then for me. Crystal Palace versus Stockport. I think Stockport, I actually think they'll do Palace a game. I really do. Palace don't storm when they don't, but you just don't know. If Palace do end up thrashing Stockport, then it's the difference between League One and Premier League, in my opinion. But I think Palace will hold on and win 2-1 then Stockport. I think Stockport did them good game though. Ipswich versus Bristol Rovers. I think Ipswich will win that game 3-1. Newcastle versus Bromley. I think Newcastle will concede. I think they'll concede. And Newcastle do not want another Cambridge from all them years though. Cambridge knocked Newcastle out. They don't want that again. But I think Isak, Jordan, they'll be far too much for Bromley to deal with. So I'm going to offer 4-1 win for Newcastle. And Newcastle should be taking this seriously as well, the FA Cup, because Eddie Howe either needs to win something or he needs to finish in the hooping places for me to keep his job, in my opinion. Southampton versus Swansea, the Russell Martin derby, of course. Russell Martin, who used to manage Swansea. Obviously, by the time we're recording this, Russell Martin is still Southampton manager, but if he isn't, then Southampton will probably win that game than Swansea. But I can't see Russell Martin getting sacked though by Southampton, to be fair. I think it's just another company situation where they'll just stick by him for the whole season. And Luke Williams, I think he's now starting to find his feet now, isn't he, at Swansea, in the Swansea job. He's now starting to find his feet. And I've done for Swansea to knock Southampton out and win on penalties. I think there'll be goals in the game, and I think Swansea will win on penalties and knock the Premier League side out. And finally, Millwall, then Statham and Redbridge. Obviously, Neil Harris won't be the manager at Millwall by the time they play this game, then Statham and Redbridge, because he's left on mutual consent at Millwall. But yet, he can still take over 2 games. I mean, it's just confusing. And but Millwall, they have a bit of a history, don't they, in FA Cup games. They do have won the FA Cup as well. And I think Millwall will win this game 2-0 than Statham and Redbridge. So there are my third round predictions for the FA Cup. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe.